This is The World Now, bringing you the latest stories from around the globe. In the Middle East, a Houthi drone strike has wounded more than 20 people in Israel's Red Sea resort city of Eilat. Local officials say the drone launched from Yemen on Wednesday evening struck near a hotel and shopping area, causing structural damage. At least 22 people were injured, including 2 in critical condition. Israel's Air Force attempted an interception but failed to hit the drone. Authorities launched an investigation into the failure. The Houthis claimed responsibility, stating the strike successfully achieved its objectives. Israeli Defense Minister Israel Katz wished a full recovery to those injured in the strike and added that anyone who harms Israel will be harmed sevenfold. At a United Nations climate summit, Chinese President Xi Jinping has pledged that by 2035, China will cut its greenhouse gas emissions by 7 to 10% from their peak levels. Addressing a climate leaders event hosted alongside the UN General Assembly in New York via live video on Wednesday local time, Xi said that the new emissions reduction goal is part of China's updated national determined contributions under the Paris Agreement. He also outlined China's supporting commitments, including the expansion of installed wind and solar capacity to 3,600 gigawatts, which is over 6 times 2020 levels, and an increase in non-fossil fuels to more than 30% of total energy consumption by 2035. In his remarks, Xi criticized some countries for backing away from their climate commitments. The summit comes a day after U.S. President Donald Trump said climate change was a con job. In the United States, the return of Jimmy Kimmel's show after suspension broke viewership records on Tuesday. ABC reported 6.26 million viewers tuned in, marking the show's strongest ratings in over a decade. On social media and digital platforms, Kimmel's comeback monologue gathered over 26 million views. Kimmel addressed critics head-on, clarified earlier remarks, gave a defense of free speech, and pushed back against pressure from President Trump. Finally, Dutch gene therapy company Unicure and University College London announced on Wednesday that their experimental gene therapy has successfully slowed the progression of Huntington's disease, a rare inherited brain disorder, by 75% over 3 years. The therapy works by delivering a modified virus into the brain to silence the mutant gene that causes neuronal damage. Unicure will apply for a license for the first ever treatment drug in the U.S. early next year. 최지희, 아리랑뉴스.